Yo, what is up guys, it's HB here, back with the video, and today we're going to be going over some like 2024 SPOOKFEST predictions and Driving Empire. And yeah, I think I'm literally the first person to do this, so, and like there's like no like Driving Empire themselves haven't talked about this whatsoever, so I want to go ahead and like talk about what I think is going to happen and what I think is going to be coming to the what I think will be coming to the game and what their plans on, or what I think their plans on and stuff like that. I just want to go ahead and talk about that and give my predictions and opinions. So let me just go ahead and say that none of this is clarified, none of this is actually true. This is just speculation and predictions on what I think could come or would come. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it. So I think the obvious thing to ask here is, well, when is it actually coming to the game, you know? So of course, with nothing said about the devs themselves about it or anything like that, and it's already 7 days into October, well, when is it going to come? So my guess is that it would probably be sometime after October 10th, so maybe somewhere around October 15th, something like that, or like something somewhere around there. I don't think it would be this Friday, just because, I mean, if there's nothing said about it, I don't think anything could, like, you know, be actually worked on yet. But I mean, who knows, maybe they're working on it in the process and just don't want to say anything just yet, so maybe that's why. If I don't know, something like that, I got no clue. But I feel like they probably would have said at least something about it, maybe at least type maybe like a few words or something, and you know, just, you know, give a little idea on what's going on. So I don't think October 11th would be the date that they would add it in or anything like that. So maybe like next Friday or something like that, or the day after, or Friday after that. So I think it would definitely come maybe sometime like on October 18th, because that gives us 13 days till October is actually over, and they still could add a little bit more time, like maybe sometime in November. So maybe up till like, oh no, I don't know, November 5th, maybe November 5th. So, you know, add like a little bit more time into November, because I know that's what 2023 was supposed to do. It was supposed to go on to November 15th, but ended on November 5th. So maybe they got a little bit more time, you know. So I think SPOOKFEST could definitely come on October 18th and end on like October 30th or maybe November 5th. Now let's talk about what's actually going to come to the game, you know. Starting off with what cars. So here's my prediction of what I think they could do for SPOOKFEST 2024 with, you know, vehicles and stuff, because, you know, why are you going to do an event without freaking vehicles when that's the freaking main part of your game? So there's two things that they can do. Either they can do operating vehicles, which I haven't done in forever, so they'll probably just do a bunch of operating vehicles, or they're going to do Koenigsegg licensing. Now hear me out, just listen, don't start down to me, do not start clicking off this video, but just because I said that, just listen up. So I don't remember who told me this, it was one of my friends, so whoever it was that told me this theory, then thank you, shout out to you. I'm sorry, I don't remember who the heck it said, who the heck sent it to me, but yeah. But basically their theory, which is a very, very good, interesting theory in my opinion, is they could be licensing because obviously for Halloween, you know, ghosts are part of Halloween, I would think. Well, obviously, you know, it's spooky season, so obviously, you know, spooky season, I mean, ghosts kind of just fit with the spooky season. And one of Koenigsegg's logos is a ghost, so they could be doing that. I mean, I would think that's a pretty interesting theory. Now, if you guys saw my last video, not the Q&A video, that's done. Honestly, I think the Q&A video is probably already out by now. Like, before recording this, it's still like still getting ready to like premiere, whatever like that. But it's probably gonna be already premiered and done and over with, like when this video's out. But my last video on the egg, like what happened with the egg, I talked about how it had the two emojis in it, which was a car and up. Well, if you guys seen the Need for Speed movie, then you guys would know about the Koenigsegg crash scene where the Koenigsegg obviously flew up in the air. Now, like I said in the last video, if a car brand comes in the game that they leaked, then the brand's going to, you know, it's going to come into the game, and then the egg is going to move just because, well, it already came to the game. They have a new car to leak. Well, of course, after 4 whole months, they still haven't done it. So what are they waiting for? And since it's going to be Halloween coming soon, and then, you know, Halloween, it's spooky season, so ghosts are kind of included in that, and then one of Koenigsegg's logos are a ghost, I think that kind of makes sense. So Koenigsegg's could be a part of this year's SPOOKFEST. So in that case, what cars would be getting? I can definitely see us getting a bunch of Ageras. So like the Agera R, because it's like the most freaking iconic freaking model, and well, that's kind of the car that they're leaking here. Because in the Need for Speed movie, the cars that were used in there were Agera Rs. So I mean, I could kind of, you know, see that. And I think the Agera R would definitely have a very, like, you know, small body kit that resembled Dino's Agera R that he drove in the movie. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put it side by side from like difference on like the two different Agera Rs. So like there's the one with Dino's is going to be on the right side, and the the normal one with like the normal stripes will be on the left. So maybe they could add like a little body kit section or a little like body kit option for that if, you know, Koenigsegg gives them permission to. which I mean I kind of feel like would, because it was the main car used in the movie. And maybe they can add some like, you know, older-ish models, so maybe something like the CCX, or, you know, maybe add the CCXR Trevita as well. It's possible. I think that could possibly maybe, I don't know, maybe be used as a limited vehicle, since we'll probably get the CCXR, and then they'll, like, later on they'll add the CCXR Trevita as a limited. And maybe I think they could definitely add a Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute. They'll definitely add the Jesko and Jesko Absolute. I mean, that's just kind of necessary. They'll probably definitely add the CC8 the CC8S. Is that what it's called? The CC8S? It's like their newer model as well. They'll definitely be adding that, I would think. They'll definitely add the Chimera, because that's more like their latest model. Definitely doing stuff like the Agera RS, like maybe in like the 1-to-1 and stuff like that. You know, they're like more iconic-ish models. But yeah, cars like that I think will definitely be in the game as well. We'll definitely, yeah, like in the game in general. For the event, I think the main cars I see being in there is the Agera R, the CC8S, and the maybe the 1-to-1, maybe, and the Jesko would definitely be in there. I think they're probably, maybe if I had to guess, maybe they'll wait till the Jesko Absolute is like, you know, whatever, and they'll probably add that as like a normal vehicle or like a limited or something like that. That's what I definitely see them doing. And now for like normal stuff, so like rims, they're definitely gonna have some like, you know, Halloween specific rims and like some license plates maybe, and of course some wraps and stuff, you know, some basic stuff, you know. I think they would probably add a code for SPOOKFEST as well to, you know, get some free candies or pumpkins. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, they probably do either one. Like, I know they've been doing candies for the longest time now, so they probably will end up doing candies for Halloween instead of pumpkins. But you know what? Pumpkins could be a little switch that they will make. Now, I know I talked a lot for like a long time about the single subject, so I'll go ahead and move on, and let's talk about our other new subject. And that next topic is going to be UGC items. So I think they would definitely have some like Koenigsegg related stuff, maybe. So maybe like a Koenigsegg shirt, Koenigsegg hat, Koenigsegg, you know, other stuff like that, like layered clothing stuff, you know, probably do that. I don't know who maybe they'll just have a straight up freaking like egg head or something, like, or like a little egg hat with like Koenigsegg a little written on it or something like that. I don't know. They'll probably do something like that, something simple. Or maybe they could add like a little like waist accessory or something like that, which is like an actual Koenigsegg or something like that. You know what? That would be sick. They need to do that. Now, something I should have mentioned a lot earlier is, where is the SPOOKFEST going to be located at? Now, SPOOKFEST is normally not located very far from spawn, so I can definitely see them maybe moving over this area where the drawbridge sprint circle is. I can definitely see them moving this over, or maybe putting it right beside it or something like that, and add it here maybe. Or maybe they'll just switch places right here and just put this over here, have like extend like further back or something like that. Or maybe just, I don't know, maybe move this over here something. Maybe okay, you know what? Maybe they'll do the same thing like they did with the Porsche dealership. They'll just like move this over, like move it or something like that, and then they will put it like extend it back a little bit more, and then, you know, maybe have like over the water. I think they could do that. But for every other like SPOOKFEST event, they've always had like a dirt area, so maybe they'll just have like a completely separate area for it. Just like they did with 2023, and like kind of do exactly what they did last time. So I have like a little separate area just sitting over here. So that's my idea and guess for the like where it will be like located at. But mainly it's not gonna be far from spawn. It'll probably be like maybe this far from spawn. Like spawn's like right over there, so I don't think it'll be like much further than like maybe like the bridge over there. Now, of course, I think there would definitely be a countdown for, I mean, there's kind of always a countdown for like stuff like that. So obviously there will be a countdown for like maybe just sitting on top of the dealership logo right there. It's kind of like sitting like, you know, like right up top, like just right above here, like normal. That could possibly be added in the next update. So on October 11th, I think that could definitely be there as well. Like that probably would. Now, just like I would think, there will probably be like a whole like, you know, theme. Like the weather would definitely change to be like a little bit more like darker automatically, a little bit more like colder, lower saturation kind of vibe going on with the map as well. Kind of like, what was it? That was 2022 SPOOKFEST, I believe. 2022 SPOOKFEST did that. It was like a lower, like the map turned like a little bit like more like lower saturation sort of whatever. So I think they could probably do that like they did last time, or like a couple years ago at least. And of course, I think there's always definitely going to be a race that's specifically for the event as well. So probably be like SPOOKFEST race or whatever, and then, you know, it'll be used to mainly get candies, because of course that's like what it's mainly used for. And of course, speaking of which, I think all the races are definitely going to give candies as well. So I think cross country race is definitely be the one that gives you the most candies out of all of them, because you know it's like the longest / hardest race to do. Yeah, I think that is definitely going to be the one that gives the most paying, that pays the most. And of course there will be a shop to buy candies or pumpkins, whatever currency they end up using, and yeah, I think there will definitely be a shop for that. So if you guys want to buy candies or pumpkins or buy the in-game currency or whatever like that, then just like the cash, there will be a section for you to buy candies. So I can definitely see them doing that. Yeah, I think that is pretty much everything. If you guys have any other questions, or if there's like any like predictions or anything like that that I would have missed or anything like that, then comment them down below. I'll try my best to get to all of them and answer them. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video or find it helpful or anything like that, then leave a like, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, and join my Discord server, and join my Roblox group. All those will be links in the description. Have a good day, everyone, and peace.